All right, let's head on back over to the Consumers Energy Field to meet the teams for playoff match number 8. This is a match back down in our lower bracket, so the winner of this match will continue their day in match number 9. Unfortunately, the loser will see the end of their state championship journey here. Let's meet the teams, starting with the Red Alliance. It's Alliance 3 and their captain, 13684.
One of your teams from Canton, Michigan, it's Infinity Tech.
They're joined by their partners. It's 23392.
From Rochester Hills, Michigan, they're the Viking Innovators.
But over on the Blue Alliance, it's Alliance 5 and their captain, 23554.
From Northville, Michigan, they're the Blue Goggles.
And their partners, it's 21615.
From Plymouth, Michigan, it's Rocket Robotics.
Go.
So right away, all 4 of these robots are moving and scoring all those artifacts. But 23392 is following some lob shots of those artifacts into the Red Alliance goal as 13684 fires off a perfect salvo into the Red Alliance goal. Viking Innovators looking to follow up 1, 2. They may have had a third one, but they actually score those 2 for themselves. Alliance 5 still hanging out on the blue side, still scoring those artifacts as Blue Goggles almost landed a perfect salvo for their alliance.
Pick up your controllers. 3, 2, 1.
As now there's a 40-point difference in Alliance 3's favor going into our driver control period. But Rocket Robotics is immediately positioning in the far launch zone, trying to get that artifact that they wanted into their launcher. They actually release it from themselves as they're trying to get in position alongside their partners, the Blue Goggles. They fire off some artifacts of their own, some of them going into the classifier. But regardless of that defense from the Blue Goggles, Infinity Tech is still scoring those artifacts. But the Viking Innovators fire off a perfect salvo, regardless of that defense by the Goggles, as Rocket Robotics is still trying to move around, get some of those artifacts in hand. As they fire one, they've got it. They're looking to fire a second one as well. They fire it, they've got it for their alliance. These red robots, though, are absolutely mowing this competition in this match. But this grass is trying to grow back stronger as Rocket Robotics firing off those artifacts. One of those landing in the classifier. Blue Goggles still trying to work out some of those issues so they can keep on backing in this playoff match. Rocket Robotics trying to fire off one more of those artifacts from themselves as the Viking Innovators release their gate. So more of those artifacts are worth 3 points each instead of 1. Rocket Robotics firing another 2 artifacts, but one of them accidentally bounces out. One goes in. 34 seconds left in the match, and Alliance 5 has a tall order to climb if they want to come back in this match. But the Blue Goggles were back and moving in this game as they're running around, trying to find the right position. They got 2 artifacts in hand. They fire 1, bounce, fire 2, gave 1 over to the field reset just in time for our endgame period to start. So we're seeing these Red Alliance robots try to fire off some last-second artifacts as it looks like the Viking Innovators trying to fire off for the second 2. But it looks like both of these blue robots are attempting to dual park, but both of these red robots do the same for the end of playoff match number 8. We are ready for scores for our last playoff match here as those scores are going up on the screen. Ready to see who takes it home. And it's our Red Alliance moving on with a score of 222 to 102. And while Alliance 3 does move on to playoff match number 9, Alliance 5 is eliminated. But we must also give a huge round of applause and congratulations to all of Alliance 5 for coming out here to Grand Blanc and playing in the state championship here this weekend. They have their captains, Team 23554, the Blue Goggles, and their partners, Team 21615, Rocket Robotics.